Well, hello there, happy new year. I am starting off my vlog series in the new year with a massive clear out. I am moving in mid-January and I'm very excited. I'm actually gonna have a spare room as an office, so that's pretty exciting. That'll be the first time I'll ever have had a spare room to work from. So I'm really excited about decorating the place, really excited to like get settled. It feels like a whole new chapter. But before that, I have to get everything sorted here. You'll have seen the room tour, the home office tour, and like my wardrobe decluttering kind of series that I shared with you. So it's been almost a year later, and although I have still been quite good about keeping my possessions as low as possible, it has kind of gotten out of hand in the past few months. So I feel like my wardrobe is once again too big, full of things that I'm not wearing. I just have accumulated too much stuff, you know, some of it through shopping, some of it through work. So it's just time to do a big clear out, and not just clothing, but accessories, shoes, makeup. It all needs to be cleared out. So I figured that it's best to do this clear out before I move. I think it definitely makes a lot more sense. So clear everything out so I'm taking as little as possible with me to the new place. So I thought it would be perfect to take you guys along with me on this massive clear out. So a lot of stuff is going to be going to charity. I will give some stuff to friends. I'll probably consign or sell some stuff as well. But yeah, big clear out needs to happen. I'm just going to show you guys what we are working with so far. I really shouldn't be showing you guys this, but hey ho. So right now I have all of my filming equipment set up. Then I have like random stuff here. There's loads of like gift bags. There's bags that need to be dropped back to stores. Then I have a busting rail. Like, this is way too big. It was never intended to be this full. I have some other like accessories and bags stacked up there. And then this right here is my clothing organization. So you'll remember that I showed you a beautiful video of my clothing all organized and folded in these drawers. And it was like that for quite a long time, but recently it's just kind of gotten out of control. So look, it's just a mess. Like, I just think December was such a busy month, and I just completely, like, I can't even open this. I just completely threw all of my good habits out the window and just ended up stuffing things in. So yeah, this all needs to be sorted. I also have bags of like random stock, stuff that needs to be dropped back. Oh, you name it. And then there's some more stuff up here that needs to be sorted, just like random stuff. And then my makeup area is pretty messy as well. It used to be quite organized, but again, December was such a crazy month, and I just think that my kind of storage routine just fell to the wayside, which I think happens to a lot of us. It's a new month, it's a new year, and I think it's the perfect time to start afresh, do a big clear out, and share some of my favorite tried and tested tips with you guys along the way. So let's get going. Minutes in, and already I've emptied all of these drawers, so these are all completely empty. And then on the floor I've made one pile of clothes that I'm keeping. So basically this is all the clothes, and then what's on the rail here. So this is basically all of my clothes, coats, everything except for my underwear and socks. They're in two different drawers. I'm going to go through those now, but this is the pile that I am getting rid of. So as you can see, it's pretty big. I just went through everything and tried to go with an instinct as to whether I just liked the item or not anymore, but also I had to think about when was the last time I wore it. So if it wasn't worn in the past few months, it's likely it's not going to get worn. And I know the seasons are changing and we're coming into spring, but still, these are pieces that I just haven't really been wearing. I haven't thought of them. I haven't felt like I needed them. So really, they would be much better off in somebody else's closet. So a big pile of stuff to get rid of already. Now I'm going to go through my underwear and socks and bras and see what I can sift out of that, and then I'm going to go over what I have left clothing wise again, see if there's anything else I can pick out, and then it's on to clothes and accessories. So yeah, it's already going well. I'm almost finished with the clothes. I'm going to go back over the items that I've decided to keep just to make sure there isn't anything else that I can get rid of. Then I'm going to move on to my underwear and sock drawer and just see what I need to get rid of in there. Then I'm going to move on to shoes, accessories like bags and things, and then jewelry, and then my makeup, and then everything else. But so far so good. One must for clearing out: extra strong refuse sacks. Get the strongest ones you can, however expensive they are. Even gardening grade ones if you can. These are super, super handy. So what I've done here is in this bag here, I have loads of cosmetic stuff that I'm dumping. So it's loads of, let's have a look. oh god, it's probably really dirty, but it's basically like old medicine, old containers, samples. It's not a bin, I swear, it's just stuff that I took from my drawers. So it's just like loads of random packaging and things that I'm going to get rid of. And the drawers here are what I cleared out. So as you can see, they're really empty. I have packaged everything away into bags. This is going to make the moving process so much easier to just have everything pre-packaged. I still have all my beauty stuff up here. Most of what's here I actually do use regularly, and I have quite a few work things coming up before the 16th. I have an Ireland AM, I have a wedding, I have lots of blog posts to shoot, lots of videos to film, so I'm leaving all my everyday beauty bits as is because I will be needing them, but all my other stuff like kind of medicine-y things and just bits and pieces can be packed away. So in here as well, I've done the same. This isn't quite as neat. I've left my vitamins out because I need to start taking those, but everything is pretty much packed away, and this is going to make the moving process so much easier. I've also decluttered everything from here. I've taken out anything that I don't need. Another little tip for you guys when you're doing this is remember that your cosmetics all have their own shelf life. So if you're unsure, there is always a tiny little symbol on the back of the lipstick or moisturizer or whatever it is that says when it goes off. So I'm just going to grab, let's say, this eye cream, and this eye cream here from Kiehl's. This is one of my faves, by the way. So you can see on the back of this eye cream here, this is my Kiehl's eye cream. I love this, and it says 6 months. So your products are actually going to start to go off after 6 months. This doesn't mean they're going to give you a rash or anything like that, but it just means that their potency starts to decrease and they're just not going to be as effective. Now I'm going to still use it. I'm going to still keep using this because I'm pretty sure this is still within 6 months since I bought it. So every product in your makeup collection, whether it's lipstick, skincare, scrubs, anything like that, they all have to by law have that indicator on them as to when they're going off. So if you're unsure if it's a foundation or a moisturizer and it's starting to go off, you know, you probably shouldn't be keeping it anyway. So yeah, that's a good tip for clearing out your cosmetics. So I've done that. I've gone through pretty much everything. I probably could have been a bit more cutthroat, but to be honest, I do use quite a lot of makeup, so I don't really want to clear it out too much because I'm just going to have to rebuy things. Another handy tip when you are clearing out, or also when you're moving, is to use boxes that you get with things. So I've been using some of the boxes from my kind of previous Louisa V Aroma purchases. These guys have been great for packing away things, which is perfect. So I'm going to show you how I'm getting on out here. Now this is going to look pretty bad, but okay. Oh, it's not actually as bad as I thought. So right here I have one bag for charity, another bag for charity, and then two other ones here. So these are full of shoes and a hairdryer, which works perfectly, but I got a new hairdryer recently. So yeah, I have these guys, and there will be more added to this as well. And then here, oh god, this is gonna look so bad. So right here is like my little corner of shame. This is where I have packed everything that is kind of ready to be moved. So I've gone through everything here, and like everything is packed into bags. There's shoes there and here. This is my kind of storage area, which really isn't that great and could be better organized, but I went through it all yesterday. It was very dusty, it was not very enjoyable, but I was able to clear out a bunch of stuff, which obviously a lot of which went into these bags. Obviously you don't want to be dumping anything that's usable because it's wasteful, and if you're giving good quality stuff to charities, you're technically giving them money because they're going to sell that and they're going to earn money that they can use for whatever charity it is. So you should be keeping anything that is still in good condition, that's still usable, and dropping it into a charity shop. If it's clothing and if it's ripped or torn or stained, don't drop it into a charity shop because you're just creating more waste for them. So really look at what you're getting rid of and go, okay, is this usable for anybody? If not, you can dump it. Try and recycle it. There are so many recycling options out there, because if you are giving your bags into charity, it is such a nice thing to do. Like, you feel so good when you do it. So definitely try and think of the charity shops as well when you're doing your clear out. I'm also going to show you guys what I did with my drawers. So you would have seen these yesterday and they were looking pretty bad, but as you can see, they are much more organized now. This could probably be folded a bit better, but as you can see here, I have all of my shirts. Pop that one on top. I have black kind of tops and dresses and things. I've got white t-shirts, kind of dressy things, plain tops, and then I'll show you the next drawer. So we've got bottoms and skirts. So we've got like jeans, actually there are two skirts, leather trousers, jeans, skirts and trousers, and then down here. This is all sportswear. This is one of my spinning towels. It's clean though, I promise. This is my sportswear drawer, so it is a little bit of a mess because I just grab anything. This drawer doesn't need to be organized, even though it probably should be folded a bit better. And then in the bottom here, this is all jumpers and hats and things like that. So right now, my wardrobe consists of this rail here, all of this, and this guy here. So I've actually managed to get it a lot smaller, which is great. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I still need to go through, but we're definitely making progress. I have another tip that I want to show you guys. This might seem a little bit weird, but when I do big clear outs, especially if I'm tackling somewhere that's dusty, like that room that I showed you out there is very dusty. I just end up leaving stuff there and not touching them for months, so it does gather a lot of dust. So if you are trying to tackle somewhere like that, and if you suffer with allergies, like me, I have the worst hay fever, I like to use one of these. Now, it sounds ridiculous and maybe a little bit overkill, but this actually makes such a difference. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I put one of these on before I go through all the dusty things. And I know that this looks absolutely crazy and I look like a serial killer, but it actually does make such a difference. They're really comfortable to wear and they block any dust from getting into like your nose or your mouth, and they're actually not annoying to wear at all. Okay, so we dropped the bags to the charity shop and now I've called in to Shop Ella, which was the designer consignment store that I mentioned, and this is their new shop on Wicklow Street. So if you don't know what they are, they basically sell pre-loved designer like clothing and bags and accessories, and everything is at like a discounted price. So it's basically my idea of heaven. So I drop stuff in here every once in a while. I do a bag of like just different bits that I'm not wearing anymore, and they also accept like high street as well. So here is a big bag of stuff that I'm dropping into them, so they will sell what they can, and anything that they don't sell they will give to charity, so it's a win-win. Here's Ciara with my case.
Now empty and very
yeah,
neat case.
The girls always look so fab in here. Look at that kimono, it's so gorgeous, and her ankle boots, they're amazing, and these jeans are from Shop Ella as well. She nabbed them. I think they're River Island, you're saying?
Yes.
Amazing. I love it in here so much. Thank you. So I'm gonna take you down the stairs and show you where we're currently at in the moving process. As you can see, we have stuff pretty much everywhere. These are loads of packing boxes we still need to use because we're not quite finished yet. And then down another stairs. Then here we have Yosef's drum kit, which I think he's actually selling. I can squeeze by here. And I will bring you down to the stairwell of doom. So I don't know how bad this is going to look on camera, but in person it's pretty crazy. So we have to go through this. And then here is like, oh my god, it's so cold down here, like under the stairs. So there's like loads of stuff there. There's some of my vacuum bags actually. I'm going to use those. Those guys are super handy. Let's pull those out. Here's a little hack for you guys when you're boxing things. It's to cut a small handle shaped hole into the side of the box and then put duct tape on it, so it works as a handle and it actually makes carrying the boxes so much easier. This is my room with absolutely nothing in it. We made it! So this is what the apartment currently looks like. Lots of boxes. There's my plant. It actually survived the move, which I'm really surprised about. And here's the kitchen. So we made it to the new house and we have so much unboxing to do and we're both completely exhausted. But we're going to do as much as we can, and then I think we're going to order some food because we're beyond exhausted.
Safford!